When my husband first came home with Simon, Sofia was at the door watching them through the window. When she opened the door, she was so excited and immediately ran into the living room after my husband. When she saw the baby for the first time, she howled and then started to smell him, as if he wanted to feel the smell of a new life partner in the deepest part of his heart. When I picked Simon up and laid him on the couch, he immediately curled up at my feet. I think that's when I realized that Sofia would be with him forever, every moment. Our days were spent watching how Sofia protected and loved Simon. So much so that when Simon got a little older, Sofia started to sleep next to him and put her paw on him like she was cuddling him. I think Simon felt extra warm and safe that way. Little by little, he was getting used to her. At first, we were afraid that she would hurt him, but we didn't have to worry about that anymore. In fact, when Simon first started crawling, Sofia was right behind him. When Simon was eating, it was Sofia who was watching him carefully. Once Simon even held corn for her to eat. He handed it to her from the high chair, and Sofia immediately started eating it. If you could have seen them in the flesh, you would have seen my heart stop beating with excitement. It really brings tears to my husband's and my eyes that they get along so well. And there came a day. It was a very cold winter day when Simon showed us how much he cared for Sofia. First, he called Sofia into his room. Then he took out the bed she slept in as a baby and put a blanket and a pillow on it. Yes, you didn't hear wrong. Simon was making a bed for his best friend in his own room. You may not think this is a big deal, but Simon was only 5 years old at the time. To be so thoughtful at such a young age? Oh, that's my dear boy. Truly, a child's heart is so full of love. So much so that ever since Simon started walking, he never left Sofia's side. He would run after Sofia after she came back from her walk. Oh, those moments. I hope both of them will never forget these moments. Have you ever been best friends with a pet before? How was your experience? You can write in the comments. Remember that every story gives us a great faith. I think their favorite activity is playing hide and seek. Sofia hides her head under the duvet and then waits for Simon to find it. Then when it's Simon's turn to hide, Sofia smells him and finds him within seconds. Somehow, I am deeply moved by this interaction. The little rascals never get bored or tired. In fact, if I don't warn them, they will continue to play without sleeping. Now that it's the new year, I decided to prepare the Christmas tree, but I needed 2 little helpers to do it. We set up the tree and then put up the decorations we bought for the house with Sofia and Simon. Simon and I were laying the carpet and getting Sofia's approval. As we were taking out the ornaments one by one and placing them on the tree, Sofia saw the ornament with the Siberian shepherd and started howling. When she started, Simon imitated her. I wonder if I was raising a wolf. Just when we finished decorating the tree, a little adventure started when Sofia stole socks. They played socks with Simon for hours. I was really surprised. The moment I watched was impressive. At the end of the game, Simon always won because Sofia, as a big sister, did her best to make him win. So much so that even when she was little, she was always with us when we were walking in the park, always watching us. It was as if Simon was a part of her, and yet Sofia let him hug her every chance she got. I think she liked Simon's attention. The days passed very quickly. Now they did everything together. If Simon went out in the garden, Sofia would follow him. If he played with toys, she would play with his nose. If they painted, she would hand him crayons, and so on and so forth. In every action they did, there was love and a great connection to each other. Now a question for everyone watching the video. Who does your dog bond with the most? Your sibling or your child? If you share a short memory of this bond in the comments, maybe we will include yours in the next video. Because some friendships cannot be described, only live. Just like this Siberian Husky and his little brother.